all kind of errors, discombobulations, and problems. Unless I press the wrong button. That can happen. Who knows? Boom. 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 Weird, strange happenings. Spooky stuff was happening this morning. Spooky stuff at a distance. And let me go back to, where's my YouTube? YouTube. Got the title in. Although I think I don't have to do that again. Looks like, hang on. YouTube. Title right. What is the title? Junebug Scarab. Junebug Scarabs. I think I need an S in there. Where my grammar police at? Y'all not doing your jobs. Say. Junebug Scarabs. Say. Career is a busy work. Yeah, busy work. You don't have to go to work. You actually, no, you have to. You should go to work. But I have a theory. I have some thoughts. You don't have to go to work, but they make you go to work. You don't have to have a career, but they make you. Let me change the title on YouTube and see what happens. I think Facebook might be back. They're done saying Negro bad, Negro anti-war. Negroes being anti-war a lot on Facebook again. I don't know. It looks like it's up. All right, let's change the name on YouTube. Let's go on over to Facebook. And what I got to do over here? I haven't done this in so long. I don't know what I'm supposed to do on Facebook. Oh, I got to share it. I'm going to go over here and share it. Yeah, it looks like I'm live on Facebook. Okay, well, you know, there we go. Good morning, people coming in. I haven't done this in so long. Okay, right, I got to make it public. What's wrong with y'all? I don't know. Social media, we're trying to be social. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. All right, here we go. Hit the share button. It's like, why? I don't get it. I really don't get the whole, you come to social media to be social. Why would you block people for being social, especially if they don't like war? Let me share this out before I start running my mouth. I have a few things I want to talk about. Oh, I froze. Did I freeze? Yeah. Supposed to freeze. Supposed to lightning freeze. Didn't the freeze Indian Negro? Something like that. Any one of the king's terms, they called him black. They called him a Negro. Supposed to freeze on Facebook if you got dark skin and you're anti-war. Not allowed to do that. You got to be pro-war. You got to be pro-slavery. It looks like Facebook. Hang on. I'm trying to get my procedure. I haven't done this in a minute. I gotta share it out to that page. I cannot share it out to this page because when I shared it out to this page, this is when I got blocked. We won't go into that detail. There apparently is somebody on that page that they had no interest in like honesty. People like to report you. I don't get that. Why do you come to social media to be antisocial? Anyway, we're not even gonna go there. Let me get rid of this. I do want to talk about your wasted life. The life that you're wasting. I want to talk about levitation and anti-gravity for a minute, because I think science stopped in the 1930s or 40s, somewhere around there. I don't know if it was 30 or 40. Sometime after the inception of the Federal Reserve, real science stopped, and you got bull shizzle science. You got science, corporation science, the science they want to release, the technologies that are allowed to be given to you flea-bottom, dung, flea-riddled peasants of a subject citizen things. Good morning. All right, there we go. I got to share it out. It's public. YouTube, where's YouTube? I don't see comments coming in. Good morning, Megs. I'm back on here. I never left, Megs. I never left. Yeah, they let Negro be an anti-war Negro. They let me back, but I never left. I still gone. Running my mouth. I got a big mouth. They're not gonna shut me up. It's too late. Too many people done died. You're not gonna shut me up. It's just not gonna happen. Good morning. Angela. Good morning, Angela. Jackie over there. Now y'all get to choose. See the doodoo? Anybody see the doodoo right here? Hang on. Wait. No. Oop. It went behind that one. I had an interesting morning. And it's weird how all this feeds together. It's weird how it all just works out together. It's weird. I was okay. All right. I don't always check my foot in the morning, my shoe for poo. I don't always do that, but I did this morning. Hang on, let me do this. Let me go to the talk music and put them on talk volume. People start fussing at me. There we go. I don't always check my shoe. Sometimes I get in the car and I get the smell of something funny. Oh, it all relates. It all relates. We're going to talk about the scarab beetle and the Egyptians and anti-gravity and Viktor Grebennikov and why you got to go to work because you're stupid. Why you have a career. It all fits together. It's in the crazy way. I got to figure out how to package this in my head. I always got so many things going through my head. It's just crazy. Okay, so I checked my foot this morning. I checked my shoe after I went out, took the pooch out for a walk, and I had poo on my shoe. All right, so I mean, I had to drive in sandals this morning. I cleaned some of the poo off my shoe, but I had to drive in sandals. If you need the evidence, I show you. I did not get it all off. My shoe is right there, but I don't want to show you. I want to talk. So I cleaned the poo off my shoe, and I began off my day, and got to slavery, got to the plantation. And goodness gracious, where is this gonna go? I have no idea how this is even gonna get here. You know what? Let's go back to Victor. Let's go back to bugs are so important. Bugs, oh my goodness, bugs are important. I'm gonna ask a question before I let you guys know who Viktor Grebennikov is. Bugs are so important. The observation of nature is so important. The Egyptians observed nature. Why do we need to observe nature and bugs outside of the fact that they are a natural pesticide? They've been here for almost 100 million, 200, 500 million, a billion. I don't know how much they even like. Nobody was back here back then. None of y'all was here. Y'all wasn't nobody. They were here. They evolved the ability to thrive in the environment. They evolved the ability to keep the plants clean of other pests and predators. They learned what the ether is. The akasha. Ooh, words you're not supposed to say. Call it free energy if you want. Call it spooky activity. Spooky activity at a distance, if you want to call it. Call it anything you want to call it. What we know is a lie. That's what we know. When you observe nature and you observe the creatures that lived here for hundreds of millions of years and how they learned to thrive in the environment and utilize everything available to them, including the ether. Okay? All right, let's do this. And you can invite your scientific friends because I love scientific people. You did not have science, you got science. You got bull-science. That's what you got. You got bull-science incorporated. That's all you have. Science stopped in the 1930s, 40s, damn sure by the 50s. There's no more science. You didn't have to trust no science. It wasn't science no more. All right, I'm gonna let Victor talk to you for a minute. Well, it wasn't Victor because they even killed him, murdered him, threw him in a hole. Let me just show you. I'm gonna show you this, and I'm just gonna say it. Well, no, I'm asking a question. I was gonna ask a question. That's right. I'm high on coffee this morning. And yes, we did talk about psychedelics yesterday in a watch party. And no, I have never done a psychedelic in my life. I just think it's another piece of real technology and science that's been hidden from me. That's what I think. Do you think the ancient Egyptians, some of the most powerful people we've ever known, people from the land of Kemet, the people that came from the people that came from the people that came from India, right? Wrote the text, the Mahabharata, Sanskrit text, talked about the flying ships, the Naga gods, the ones that wrote the text that created all the religions on the planet, who talked about Vimanas and flying craft. Do you actually think the Egyptians worship this little nasty thing? This little nasty, let me see, he's on the comments right here. Y'all see this dude right here? You know what he does for a living? This is a scarab beetle. You know what he does? He goes out and finds all the dookie he can find. He didn't even find dookie. He finds dookie. It's not even dew. It's just dookie. He finds it and rolls it up into a ball like a peasant, a slave, like you little filthy flea-bottom peasants and subjects and citizens, and just rolls it up to a ball and puts her egg in there. That's what the dung beetle does. And I think it eats dung, if I'm not mistaken. That's a dung beetle. Do you think the Egyptians worship a poo pusher? Do you? Do you think the Egyptian people who came from the greatest people came from Atlantis, Mu, whatever you want to call it, India, wore gold, clean, pristine, eating fresh food and gold cakes and all of that. The white deaths, do you actually think that they worship a creature that hobbles on the ground, collects doodoo, and rolls it up into a ball and puts his baby eggs in it? If you do, you can click off right now. Goodbye, see you, bye. You can go. You don't have to stay because you're not going to be able to process any of it at all. The Egyptians did not worship a dookie pusher unless it did something fantastic. Tabernacle. I had to make up a word on that. Fantastic. Viktor Grebennikov. It's Russian. I have trouble pronouncing Russian because I'm in America. Russian names, y'all messing with everybody's election, apparently, not America. Even though it's documented. Ooh, Viktor Grebennikov. Absolutely love it. I'll show you something real quick. If you ever in your future happen to see anything that don't make any damn sense, you happen to see something flying in the air, don't know what the hell is going on, whistleblowers, they got flying ships, and there's a dude going back into the, what was it, the 40s, a Russian guy who actually made a flying ship. Viktor Grebennikov.
Worked with bugs, entomology, and his favorite thing was to go out into the steppes of Russia and into the various outer hinterlands and camp out in the summers and study his favorite subject.
Study the bugs.
And on one of these expeditions, he started seeing some weird effects.
Weird effects. Why would you study bugs? Why would you study something that's been here for almost 1 billion years, thriving in an environment, and you've only been here for a couple million? I don't know. Maybe because bugs are technology, maybe because humans are technology, maybe because they learn in these behaviors and whatever you call it, once it figures out how to use what's in the environment, you can cheat off of them like Cliff Notes. Follow me.
This is all explained in great detail on the AchilleNet site if you type in Grebennikov and his flying box or gravity platform. But anyhow, the result of this was to show that he found a certain bug that didn't fly, it levitated. And this was, he'd put this bug into a little vial or something, and he saw this vial jumping up off the lab table, jumping up and down. And of course this is patently impossible based on any time of normal physics. So he got into this, and he found out that the bug wings themselves we're creating an anti-gravity phenomena under certain conditions. And of course what we have here, if you analyze, I think I found the bug. It's actually a beetle. And if you analyze this bug structure, you see a hexagonal pyramid structure array throughout the entire bottom wing of this bug. Turns out that beetles have 2 wings. The top wing is called a wing cover. And what the beetle does is it lifts this wing cover up, and then it flips out its lower wings or inner wings. Now the bug cover protects the inner wings, but when it gets excited or something, it flips these other wings out, and it flaps these other wings, and the inner wings flap a little, and this beetle goes gyrating around. They can't fly very good, but they sure levitate great, I guess.
Hang on, I don't want you to be confused. Now, the best science right now is not being done inside of your corporations. Let me let you know this. Your real science is not being done inside of your government. That's bullshit science, okay? Bullshit science. That's not real science. Most science is being done on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you right now, I trust YouTube videos over just I trust them. I trust them a hell of a lot more because they took down monetization. The line in YouTube videos, it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't help because they took down the monetization, but they do lie. I still trust. But this, I got to point out something real quick. If you do your research. So if you go to YouTube, you'll see a whole bunch of people murdering, killing beetles and ripping their wings off and putting them on top of each other and they're levitating. A lot of that is a lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. Gotta do your research. A lot of that is a lie. They take little tiny strands and they put tiny strands of string that you can't see in the camera, and they make it levitate. They hold it and don't believe it. Don't believe it. There's a great video I'll post. The guy explains how they do it. They're lying to you. This, however, is not, because if you watch the explanation, you'll realize that when the wings do that, it means that, it's hard to explain it, but there's a string that goes through them, and they're kind of levitating on a string that he's holding that you can't see. This one's spinning in a circle. This is very different. There's no question that bugs have evolved the ability to do things we don't understand. Some of them fly, and some of them utilize this electromagnetic gravitic ether thing that we done seen in the F-18s and all the people seen flying all over this planet, all these UFOs. The interesting part is Viktor was Russian. That's the interesting part. This is where it gets delicious and nutritious, because America and Russia are always working together on very important things. Everything important they work together on. And the most important thing is keeping you monkeys going to work. Keeping the monkeys fighting over bananas and turning the wheel. That's what they need you to do. They need you to crank. Y'all remember the crank thing with the monkey in the day? Ding, 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 and the monkey dance? I know, that's doing the work. That's y'all sitting in traffic. That I'm telling you, this is just facts. Science stopped in the 1950s when you had a man that had a flying damn ship, a flying platform, and he disappeared. You don't actually have to go to work. That's a waste of your time. He's busy work.
Anyway, he took a whole bunch of these bug wings and he glued them to like a Venetia blind structure, and he put it into a little platform he built. So they were all, these bug wings were all covered in here. And he used I theorize he used the wing covers as well as the...
All right, the processing goes into nature, observes nature, because nature's a hell of a lot smarter than us. We still fighting climate change with taxes. It's a hell of a lot smarter. Nature is just, oh my goodness, it's a cheat sheet for life. Go out in nature, put your butt cheeks down. Don't put them up. The sun doesn't want to see your anus. It's not going to help nothing. That's not totally true. You do have some skin and vitamin D3 to go through the anus, but let's not do that. That pollutes the air. Let's not do that. Causes climate change. That's what I'm gonna say today. Please keep your anus, put your booty on the ground, and look at the bugs. Observe nature. Observe the plants. What are they doing? I won't even get into me observing bees. I won't even tell you how I went from being deathly afraid, Negro afraid bees, to a point now where I'm the bee, the wasp whisperer. Okay, not totally, not completely. I still run, but I don't swat. They land on me, I don't flip out. Why? Because the bee's not trying to murder you. I used to watch the bees levitate. I'm not gonna go through the story because I didn't say the story before. Observe nature. Put your booty on the ground. Observe nature, okay? It's a cheat sheet. It's a cheat sheet. And this is where science stopped, because they put their booties on the ground. They hit all the ancient texts. They convince people. Let me show you this picture again, because it's important. They convince people that the ancient Egyptians, the people that created all of it, the people that could make massive pyramids nobody knows how they made, the people who were interfacing with Atlantis, the people who had records going back thousands of kings, proud people, beautiful people, just beautiful people, just got the gold dresses and the skirts. They didn't have grass skirts, they had brass and gold skirts, clean and pristine people. Worship a bug that grabbed dookie balls and rolled up dookie balls. If they worship a dookie ball pusher, it's because they noticed something phenomenal about the scarab beetle. If they do you think this is a dookie? This is, look, right here. This is all over Egypt. Let me show you another one. I got to show you. I have to show you. This is another one right here, because I'm telling you, your world is a lie. They've been lying to you since the very beginning. They've been lying, and the lying really stepped up in the 1940s when people started to figure out that you don't have to go to work, that you actually have anti-gravity, and you don't have to be a gravity slave. Look at this right here. They didn't put these all over Egypt. Do you think that's a dookie ball? Huh? Is that how your brain works? Do you see dookie? Do you think, oh, this is the Egyptians and they worship the scarab beetle as the dookie pusher? And they put the wings on the scarab and he's pushing dookie. Let me ask you, do scarab beetles grab dookie and fly around with it? Do they? Do you? Would you? Okay. That's what I'm saying. When you start using, this guy use critical thought. You gotta use critical thought. If you don't use critical thought, you're gonna be lost in the world. You believe your television designed to lie to you. Why? Because they're building Elysium somewhere. You're seeing flying craft everywhere. This is very old technology. This technology goes so far back, so far back. In fact, you know what? What actually put me on this path this morning? It wasn't just the brown stuff on the bottom of my shoe. The doodoo. Because I'm just like, process this. Picture this for me. Okay. I didn't notice the brown stuff on my shoe. And it wasn't like a little dot. It was on the back and the side. It was like I didn't step in it. Long story, I was walking backwards. Don't ask me why, okay? When I played football, you walk backwards, you walk to the side, you work in different muscle groups. Just go with me for a minute. So I backed to the dookie, and it got on the back side of my shoe. So I was cleaning it off this morning. I was just wiping and cleaning, got the paper towels and stuff. And I was like, oh, I was holding my breath. I didn't want to smell it because it's just nasty. Who like dookie? I don't understand. Y'all keep your anuses on the ground. Please keep it out the sun. The sun don't even want to see that anus boot. Oh Lord, that's Danny. He one of them. I know you gotta love him, but just don't go to his house when he ain't sunbathing. And so I'm wiping it off. I'm holding my breath like, oh, this is just nasty. Do you really think the Egyptians, the greatest people on the face of the damn earth, worship dookie pushers that couldn't fly and levitate? Everything flew. They say, oh, that's because they flew. Everything flies. But there was something specific about the dung beetle. The education system done failed us people. It done failed. It's gonna send me into another point. Okay? Stop texting me, emailing me, calling me, inboxing me about climate change. Stop trying to put it on my feed. I'm gonna tell you, I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you think about climate change. All right. This is when I'm gonna listen to you. This is when I'm gonna listen to you. I know it's gonna piss you off, but this is the truth because the education system done failed. Okay. When you are really passionate about climate change, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna stop changing your own damn climate. You're gonna leave your job. You're gonna close your bank account. You're gonna move off grid. You're gonna grow some hemp, and you're gonna do all the illegal things, all the illegal things that you're not allowed to do that will stop you from destroying ecosystems that if anybody has any effect on climate change anywhere on this planet, does. Okay? It's the big corporation. If anybody's affecting climate change, it's these big corporations, it's banks, do you think, this is how I know the education system has failed. Do you actually think if they criminalize not doing the things that they tell you is causing climate change, they just like, stop, we gotta stop changing the climate? Your legislators, your law creators, the ones that made it criminal for you to actually help the damn planet, do you actually think this is how I know the education system is done? You can just roll it up in a ball of doogie. The Scarabs can roll it up and just, I don't know, put it in Daniel's hands. I have no idea. Put it back in the sun. Waste a bag of time. They literally made it illegal for you to actually fight the climate change they want you to be passionate about changing. You can't do it. You can't move off grid. They'll put you in jail. You can't not pay your taxes. They'll put you in jail. You can't not work for the big corporations destroying ecosystems. They'll put you in jail. Why do you think that they do that? You ever like walk somebody through a maze? Like you can't go here. No. Better example. It's like the horse. I got my horse people. My equestrians are here. The horse blinders. I keep forgetting the name of them damn things. Where the horse can't go that way, has to go that way. That's what you are. Don't inbox me about climate change. I don't care. If you live off grid, I care. You ain't paying your taxes, I care. You ain't got a bank account, I care. You gave up your career and all this false, I care. If you got a McMansion, driving an SUV, BMW, this, that, hoopty, whatever, got a gas stations that you go to, ain't got no solar panels, you're not passionate about climate change. You're just trying to tax me. Okay, that's not gonna stop it. All right, I'm done with that. Education system done failed. It just boggles my mind that the people that wrote the laws, they wrote the laws so that you can't do the things that would help the planet, that would help stop climate change if climate change is being changed by what they say it is. And then they made it illegal. All right, done. I don't want to get on it. Sometimes I just don't get it. No, we gotta tax climate change. Like, oh Lord. All right, anyway, let's get back to it. But science stopped in the 1940s. These people are not scientists. They work for corporations. They got mortgages and car payments, okay? They are not going to say what's true. You go to work because it's busy work. You know why? Because if they can keep you busy, if they can keep you just rolling up the dookie and you're trying to get more dookie from the people in the cubicle down the office, and you just got more dookie, you get a better retirement. You're a slave. You are a slave. And they lied to you. Why? Because they keep you in conflict with other people. That's what a currency system is. It's just a damn tax plantation. And you're a happy slave. Okay, let's get back to it. They didn't figure it out. How many levitation experiments have there been? And Viktor Grebennikov is just one of them. That's probably why they want you to hate Russia. That's probably why they got all that Russian racism. We can't let them listen. Russia flying around in these damn airplanes with these anti-gravity devices, just like the American government, just like the British, just like, because all the kings and lords all agree on one thing, that your little nasty, dung, living, tax-paying slave butt need to go to work. You don't need to go to work. It's busy work.
Inner wing itself. There's also a kind of a handlebar on this thing. With some controls. You can see the thing a little better here in detail. The controls, I think, had to be manipulated continuously and probably vibrated to create the same action that the bug was doing. There was also down at the base some kind of a lever which I suspect controlled the amount of lift he was getting out of this thing. Anyway, Grebennikov claimed that he could fly this thing or levitate it, and it would go around at almost 1,000 miles an hour. Now you ask, how can that happen? You know, well, he said that there was an energy field that built up around this thing due to this gravity field building up in the platform.
Anti-gravity, Akasha energy that they found from temples in India that talked about flying craft. What did the Japanese call it, and the ancient Chinese? They've known about this for a long time. The space in between, you're not looking at space. There's stuff all in here, and they're tapping into it. Bugs have been here for 1 billion years. They know how to tap into it. You don't, because you want Christmas presents. Because you want Christmas presents, that's all. This is why I'm saying your world is a lie. Viktor Grebennikov was a damn glitch in the matrix. When you see these things, and I'm not, you know what, but let's be clear, let's be a little humble. I'm not going to tell you I know what's true. I don't know what's true. I just know what's a lie. And these people are lying, okay? You need to be at home with your babies. You need to be at home with your hubby. You need to be at home with the people that you love, with your wife. Y'all need to be doing things that make you happy. They make you do things to make the world hard, as Bob Marley says, to keep you in conflict with each other. You literally don't have to go to work. Energy's always been free. Gravity has been a lie. It's been a lie from the beginning, and the bugs know it. And they push doo-doo, okay? What do you do? I'm an accountant. You're pushing doo-doo, okay? They don't have to they fly. The Scarabs, they can actually fly.
And by this thing building up, it built out a force field that basically surrounded him and protected him from the local environment. So even though he was flying at 1,000 miles an hour, you could go, you could be wearing your Sunday best suit and not get it flutter a bit at 1,000 miles an hour. I'm not sure I'd want to stand on something going 1,000 miles an hour that's 2 feet square. But this picture here shows him sitting on the ground, and these pictures are much better if you get on the KeelyNet site. This is...
Oh, we're the Photoshoppers. Any Photoshoppers here? I'm going to hear somebody say it's Photoshop. I want to hear somebody tell you it's Photoshop from the 1940s. They had Photoshop, didn't tell us about it, and then shopped the photo, and he's not really floating. That dude is floating. All right? They hid it from you. To me, everything, once again, I don't know what's true and false. I just do spectrum. I do plausibility. Right? So if Viktor Grebennikov made a flying ship, if the Egyptians said there was flying ships, If the Indians said they had Vimana flying ships, if the Mayans and the Aztecs said they had flying ships, if the English that went over to India to Tibet to the Tibetan monks and they was levitating rocks at some point in damn time, if the Perry Reese map said somebody was flying over Antarctica and knew the shape of it, if you got massive geoglyphs that are miles wide all over Latin America because something was flying up there, if the ancient Egyptians' temples were lined up, the pyramids, to map the stars, somebody looking down at them, I just do plausibility. All the anti-gravity devices that everybody says they created, those engineers that went to Washington to release the patents for the free energy devices that Washington wrote a damn law. Said, no, you can't have, it creates energy 20% over the modern engine, so no, you can't have it. If your government literally makes it a crime to have a free energy device to make a solar panel that's 20% more efficient than the ones currently on the market, you are a fool, okay? You're a fool. All right. I'm gonna show you one more thing. I'm not going. I let him talk about Viktor Grebennikov. I gotta show you something else.
Is the platform with him on it about 3 to 6 feet above the ground? Because here's the shadow here down below. Now you could say this is all faked, but if you get into the other things he did with shape, they almost mirror the stuff that I discovered. And it proves, I guess, that there's either two crazy people in the world,
nope,
or there's two people that have found the same discoveries.
Either it's a whole bunch of hundreds and thousands of crazy people in the world going back since the beginning of Kemet and ancient Mu, or they lying to you. That's what I'm rhyming this morning. I gotta show you something else. I'll post a link. You can watch the rest of it. Look at that. If you ever see some flying ships and they get the alien thing going, I love the alien thing. I love the aliens. I do. I love it. But the reality is somebody been flying on this planet a long damn time, and you've been going to work like a fool. I'm trying to tell you, I'm an anti-work guy. I don't believe in slavery at all. I gotta show you something else. I gotta show you because I saw something else. Blew my mind. Is this it? Nope. Oh, the significance of, this is interesting. They talk about the scarab beetle.
Important symbols of the ancient Egypt. This mythological symbol was depicted in amulets and other works of art. You might have heard of ancient Egyptian amulets and other jewelry that depict sacred scarab beetles. These beetles are not mythological characters created by ancient Egyptians. In fact, they are dung beetles that were considered sacred during the ancient Egyptian period.
I'm gonna stop right there. Sacred dung beetles. Sacred dung beetles. And this is why part of the reason people don't live off grid now, because it's too much doo-doo. They don't want it to touch them. They'll fight you over climate change. Boy, they'll fight you, but y'all hearing something? I'm on my rant. I'm like flipping out. Y'all talking about you hearing some thumping. What's this thumping? Somebody thumping? Somebody hear some good music? Is that me? Is it happening right now? I get excited though. I do. Sometimes when I start watching and doing these research and videos and stuff, I do start tapping my foot. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's the microphone, but I get excited. I'm kind of like a rabbit. Sometimes I'm like, we don't have to go to work. And everybody gonna go to work. But that's me tapping my foot. I get all excited. I do. I get excited. I do. I'm like, we don't have to go to work. We don't have to go to work. And everybody gonna go to work. We don't have to pay taxes. And everybody gonna pay the taxes. And I'll be the only one. And then the police, they come for me. There's a thumping. Is it on Facebook too? Do y'all hear that y'all on Facebook? Now we can talk to Facebook. Oh, I love it that y'all spread out, by the way. I love what is that called? Decompartmentalization. I love it. Not when it's anti-gravity and UFOs and ships that they're flying around that they're not sharing with us because we're stupid monkeys fighting each other. But I love decompartmentalization when it comes to YouTube and Facebook comments. But I gotta put the doogie on Facebook. I'm sorry, that's why he's right there. He's right there. I got him right here because I'm still mad at Facebook because Negroes can't talk about anti-war. I didn't have a choice, Facebook. I know y'all think I had a choice, but I'm gonna have to put the dookie right up here, right here. We're gonna put the dookie roller right there on the Facebook comments. I'm sorry, this is just how it works. You block people for saying we shouldn't be killing and murdering people. There literally is no reason for war anymore. Then you're gonna block people. Then that's what I gotta do. I love you to death, Mark Zuckerberg. I do. We brothers and cousins from another mother. I love you to death, but damn it, you need to fix your site. You need to fix the silly monkeys on your site reporting people. You need to fix that. I know I'm off in anti-gravity and anti-social media. I just don't get it. If it's social media, why you got anti-social people here, huh? If it's social media, we're supposed to talk. Why you got a report button to begin with? What's there to report on social media? Nothing to report. People being social, that's it. I'm reporting social. People being social, you're gonna report them. All right, I'm done. I gotta show you something else. Look at this. This is what I'm saying. The problem with video is it gets people in trouble. Foot tapping. I'm not tapping my foot, Rebecca. Thumper. Everybody said, what kind of thumping? Is it loud? All right, hang on. Woodpeckers are cool. Wait, Matthew, you hear a woodpecker? Y'all hearing some thumping? All right, I'm not moving. Tell me you hear the thumping now. I'm not moving. Does somebody hear some thumping? We got to figure this out. Yeah, I said monkeys. I say monkeys all the time, Michael. We all 98% monkeys. I don't believe that we're an accident. I posted that the other day. People think we're an accident, and accidents don't need to have a purpose. Accidents you can make into slaves. If you're a spiritual creature that got something beautiful, oh, it's loud? Okay, so y'all can't even, can you hear me? It is loud. It is loud, is it? Oh boy, then see. All right, well, I don't even know what to do. You know what, I got an idea. Let's do this. Let me try this. Boom! Turn something off. Now, do you hear it now? I'm turning things off. Laughing my booty cheeks off. Good, and keep them on the ground, Botanic Hunter. Don't put it in the air like Daniel. I get work. Well, hang on. Jesus, thumper in the rabbit. Okay, well, hang on. Is it still going? It stopped. It did. It's me. No, it's not me. Jenna, stop that. You lying. Don't make me making stuff up. We talking about saving the world here, girl. No, it's the yes, can hear you. So glad to hear. Okay, so it stopped. Are y'all trying? Could you not hear anything? Y'all hear nothing? They got started from the beginning. I don't have that much coffee. I only got a minute to do this when I'm high on coffee. It stopped. Okay. So, I'ma tell. Y'all remember D from What's Happening? I'ma tell. I know what it is. I know what it was. That was it. That was the volume from YouTube. What does that mean? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm not even sure, but I'm gonna make something up. That means the deep state trying to stop me from telling y'all monkeys you ain't got to go to work. All right. Did y'all hear anything that I said? Did y'all hear anything? I got to start all over? I don't have that much coffee. Did y'all hear it? That's what I need to know. Did you hear it? Because I don't want to do this again. I'd like to be doing things and be done with it. I don't like repeating myself. Now, you don't have any volume because apparently that's what causes the interference when I show these videos. Y'all see this right here? It keeps tapping so weird. I thought you said the tapping stopped. Y'all see this right here? Y'all, this is in Russia. This is a flying ship in Russia. I haven't found this video. Y'all see this right here? You say, oh, that's what do they call them? Jetpacks? Do you see any flying leaves or dust or turmoil underneath this ship? See, the truth is out there. You just gotta look for it. Yes, it's not loud, just weird. No thumping since you asked. Okay, thank you, Itchy. See, y'all see this right here? Y'all see the leaves moving? See, no, go back. We got to go back. Y'all see do you see the leaves blowing? Nope, and never mind. I take that back. I see the leaves blowing. All right, I'm be honest. I'm be truthful. Now, this was a bad video. This ain't the one. I saw it. This is what I'm just trying to tell you. Do your research. You look at stuff and you be honest. The wings, the beetle wings that they're killing and murdering and putting on YouTube, that's fake. They're faking that. This right here, this is a jetpack. I'm sorry, I thought it was the real deal, but we got to be honest. I seen some dust. Y'all see the dust? Y'all see the You gotta be honest. Don't be a fake and a phony. Like when he just took off right there. Oh, no, not that one. Hang on. Look right there. See the dust? See the dust in the background? That's dust. That's not a bead. That's not anti-gravity. That's not a flying ship. That's called Standard Oil petroleum powered jetpackism. I got to turn that off. I'm sorry. I thought I had something on that one. I didn't have nothing on it. This one is for real. The levitation device, Viktor Grebennikov, and the flying UFOs all over the place. These are for real, but that one was not for real. That was bad. Right here, y'all see right here? See right here? Y'all see? What do you think that is? You see any dust? They say that's the ocean. I don't care. You see any water flying up? No, that's a levitation device. You ain't got to go to work. Just tell your boss, send this to your boss. Just say, but I ain't coming in. Just say, call in well. That's what you do. Don't call in sick. Just call in well. Just say, yeah, I ain't going to work today. You know what? I was watching this dude. They keep knocking his videos off of social media, and he said I ain't got to go to work today. And send him this video and say, because I know you're lying, boss. Tell your boss you know he's lying. Tell them y'all work for women. Okay, tell her she lying. Not a whole bunch of y'all, because y'all hate women. I know my country does. If your government like women, then you tell me where you live, because not where I live. They hate women here. So very few of y'all got women bosses, and the ones that y'all got women bosses, they still ain't got no equal rights. So, but we ain't gonna go there. I was watching a video last night. They were saying women might get equal rights in America in 208 years. I have no idea where they got the 8 from, but we got problems. We got problems. This is why we need to be at home. Y'all don't need to be at work. We need to be at home. You don't need to be at work making more technology for the 1% families. You need to be at home trying to figure out who the hell you are, why you're here, and if women need to still be cattle to the U.S. government. That's what you need to talk about. All right, I'm going to do comments. I'm just saying they got levitation devices. The ancient let's do the facts. We're going to do a wrap up on the facts, and I'm going to read the comments. Okay? Wrap up on the facts. One, we got some facts, y'all, because y'all couldn't hear in the beginning. Apparently, hang on. Let me move the doodoo. It's out the way. Hang on. I love the lies. This is why I love to. This is not that's not the sun. Because you know why? The sun, dude got snakes coming out of it. And I don't know. Well, I don't know if the sun, I don't know. I'm not an Egyptian. I don't read hieroglyphics. I just know that them people, the 1% today don't worship dookie ball insects. And I know that the ancient Kemet and the Egyptians, the Atlanteans, they did not worship dookie ball pushing insects unless them things did some really crazy, amazing things, not pushing dookie. That's what I know. That's fact one. Man, let me shrink this up a little bit. I'm sorry, Facebook. I know I put the doo-doo on y'all. I know. I'm sorry. But you know, you Mark and I, we ain't on a good speaking term. We need some counseling. We ain't on a good speaking term. When I say bombing babies is wrong, I mean it. Don't ban me because I say bombing babies is wrong. And when you ban people, you should probably tell people why you ban them. That's being antisocial. You blocking people. I got friends blocked all over Facebook. I can't comment. I can't like. I can't post. Then I'm like, what the hell is going on? Y'all being antisocial, not even telling them why you're blocking them. All right. Whew, goodness gracious. How everybody doing today? Y'all good? Y'all doing good? I'm just saying, if they got flying, I gotta put the flying device up here. Then we'll talk. Then we'll do the facts. Where the flying device? Where the flying device? Here it is, right here. Here he is. Here it is. Y'all can stop being racist Russian. Right here. You got flying ship. We're gonna put it in the sun. I want to put this flying ship in the sun. Y'all see that? That's a Photoshop. Dummy, you have any idea when Adobe made Photoshop? And I don't think Adobe made Photoshop. They bought it. They were just like Viktor Grebennikov. They were opportunists. He just went out in nature, realized the bugs levitating, and that's why you ain't going to work today. Just tell your boss. I said so. Fact. One, the ancient Egyptians did not worship dookie pushing bugs. Number one, because the modern Egyptians, the modern elite, don't worship dookie pushing bugs. Two, if anti-gravity has been on this planet since the very beginning, energy don't cost the damn thing. Look at your power bill. Tell them, I said, I ain't paying it. No, you need to pay power. You need to pay your power bill, because you don't pay your power bill, then the other people, your neighbors, gonna be laughing at. Don't pay these people. I'm just saying, this is the time not for protest. This is the time for people to wake the hell up. All right. So you going to work? Why do you go to work? What do you do? What do you do? And if free energy was free and we had 3D printing machines, I don't know, say that existed, say we had automation and robots that actually could grow food and build houses and make cars. I don't know. You think the world is a lie? Do you think that you have to go to work? It's busy work. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't do politics. I tell people that all day long. They're like, I don't do politics because they're lying. They're all lying. They say just enough good things to keep the monkeys working. That's it. All right, I'm going to the top. We're going to read some comments. I don't believe in your world. Your world is a lie. They lie about every damn thing. Their lies aren't even good anymore. Their lies are crap. It happens on your channel a lot. What happens on my channel a lot, Miss Tree? Yes, we heard you. Okay, you did hear me. You hear me now? Yeah, I'm calling it well. No slavery today. Okay, good. Call in well, Jennifer. That's what we used to call it, calling in well. You call in what? Call in anti-gravity today. That's what you should call it. Call your boss. Say, you know what? I ain't coming to work today. I'm calling in anti-gravity. That's what you should do. Call in anti-gravity. Just call. Oh, I got an idea. It stopped. Everybody said it stopped. How come people saying it's still going? It stopped on Facebook. It stopped on Facebook. Somebody's asking about a different mic. Oh, swinging. Oh, my mic. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Is that Daniel? Said, oh, Daniel figured it out. Is that Daniel? Yeah, okay, it's swinging. You know how Daniel knew because he booty shine, he booty sunshine thing. That's the thing, y'all. It's the thing. I ain't never gonna do it, but he puts his booty on the sun and it gives him energy and his brain is getting what it needs to. So he saw and recognized that it was the mic. And it's probably the magic mushrooms too. Daniel knew all of that stuff. But it's working. His brain is connecting and firing and all kind of crazy, and he didn't figure it out. So, all right, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna stop moving my mic. I'm gonna stop swinging. I get excited, y'all. I do. Y'all know me. I got coffee, and I'm like, yo, we ain't gotta be slaves no more. Let me go tell the people. Let me go tell the people. Why? So they can just go be slaves. Oh, did Stacy figure it out? I'm sorry. Now, Daniel ain't figured nothing out. Daniel he probably got cannabis oatmeal he's eating right now. All right, we're not gonna talk about people. But that's all I'm saying, y'all. If free energy has always been a thing, why are we still doing this? Why? Why are we fighting over climate change? Why are we fighting over cow farts and CO2? Why are we fighting over walls? Like, what are the world's problems? What are the world's problems with free energy? If our cabal, central banking, Rothschild, Rockefellers, all the rest of these bastards and the Democrats and Republicans employed for them and all the world's governments, if we call them foul, what are the world's problems? If we call them foul, say, you look, you faking, you phonies, we know you've had free energy from the very beginning. What are the world's problems, right? There's no war because you don't need to go rob people. Everything's free. You got mining robots that are mining everything. You ain't got to push little African kids down in mine 5 years old and get all the black people in America to be okay with it. You ain't got to do that. And all the white people, you ain't got to do that. You don't have to take the barbarians from tribes all over this world. That's why I say we're barbarians. We're not blacks and whites and all the other little silly stuff they come up with. We are barbarians. We were all taken captive by this civilization that's owned by 0.01%. None of this is our civilization. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say that? None of this is our civilization. Ain't none of this Germanic tribism. Ain't none of this Italian tribe. Ain't none of this British tribe. Ain't none of this Native American tribe. Currency systems aren't African tribe. Central banking has nothing to do with damn Danish tribes. We were all tribes. We were barbarians all over this planet before they enslaved us and lied to us with bullscience. Because it ain't science. And not science, but you don't give all the parts of it. I know I got excited. I'm sorry. I'm calm down. I'm calm down. I'm calm. Stop it. Don't touch me. I'm calm. I'm gonna be calm for a minute. I'm calm. I'm gonna stop swinging the mic. It's why you do your breathing exercise. Because it's levitating doodoo bugs flying around the planet. And Viktor Grebennikov figured out what the Egyptians figured out. One day, I just think the Egyptians probably Moses, because Moses, he the one that jacked up women. Don't make me go to the Adam and Eve story. He the one that jacked it up. Y'all, if y'all women, y'all need somebody to be upset with. You need to be upset with Moses. He's the one who wrote into the Bible that ended up in the world's 3 biggest religions. That original sin was Eve. Eve wasn't even in town. Eve was getting some shoes and shopping. This is why the CIA classified the Adam and Eve story. You need to look it up. Do your research. Eve was shopping. She was getting some pumps. She wasn't even in the garden at the time. That was between Adam and the snake. And Moses got the whole translation wrong. But it was probably Moses. He's probably sitting there looking at the beetle. I don't know, sitting in the sun, questioning life. Why am I even here? And he saw a little doodoo bug. Like, even the doodoo bug has a purpose. Even the scarab has a purpose of rolling up doodoo. I'm not even sure why humans are here. Why are we even here? He has a purpose. I have no purpose. And then the doodoo bug flew away. Like, wait a minute. He didn't flap his wings. He just flew away. All right, I'm done. I'm saying you got to observe nature. Observe nature. Don't be stupid. That's all I'm saying. Observe nature. Don't be stupid. Yes, it's bull science, Michael. Bull science. You got real scientists. You will know a real scientist because they look like, what's the name of that dude on Honey I Shrunk the Munchkins? Honey I Shrunk the Kids. What is his name? That's a real scientist. When you see somebody real poor and they're driving a hoopty and they got all kind of like devices on it, like they might got the latte maker on one side of the engine, and they got a game station on the inside of it, and they got all kind of crazy experiments. Those are real scientists. All right. I was one of them for a minute. I was one just for a hot minute. For a hot minute, I was a real scientist. You came to my house. We had solar panels in the front that actually turned. We had it on an accelerated motor. We wrote the side software. Me and my kids, we did that. We built the solar panels. Because it's so easy to do this stuff. It's so easy. If you actually do it, you will realize how stupid easy it is to do free energy. We did low cost energy. But the real scientists are poor. Your real scientists don't work for Goldman and Sachs. Real scientists don't work for pharmaceutical companies. Real scientists don't work for the Monsantos. Not that they're not real people and they do real science, but they will never let the science out. You hear what I'm saying? You feel me? They will never let the science out. They will let the profitable project tool based in some science, parts of it, out. All right? Did y'all ever get Pfizer? Y'all arrest Pfizer yet? Did the FBI go get Pfizer? Did they go get them? They ain't get them. Now I know they ain't get them. I know they ain't get them because the FBI don't work for me. They don't work for you neither. Got people dying of Alzheimer's and just blindness. Don't even know who you are. Have no idea who you are. I used to run from my grandmama. Oh my goodness, she died, had dementia. She thought I was my grandfather the last few years of her life. I had to run from that woman. That woman just throwing kisses everywhere, just slobbering everything. Because you get old, your lips don't do what they're supposed to do. I love my grandmama to death, but she kept thinking I was my grandfather. Don't be trying to kiss me, woman. I'm 10. Kiss me on my lips. Get all that juice. All right, let me stop. Why? Because Pfizer got to make money selling drugs and not healing Alzheimer's. Right? They hid the Alzheimer's cure. Did the FBI arrest them yet? Right? See, that's how you know if the FBI was here for you. That's how you know if Homeland Security was here for you. That's how you know if your government was here for you. Why they be arresting them? They'd arrest everybody and for everybody. They get all of them. Every last one. They line them all up. Take them all to jail. And you know they got enough jails because they love putting poor people in them. Okay, Democrats and Republicans. Bipartisan. All right, they love putting people in jail. They can fit all the Pfizer and they get the guy to turn off the lights and mop and sweep too, because I done worked in the pharmaceutical industry and everybody knows it's a lie. From the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. We all know that. Okay? We all knew. But we convinced ourselves we was doing good things. Okay, I take it back. Don't put everybody in Pfizer in prison. Don't do that. That's not nice. That's not nice. All right, I'm done. I'm going to read comments. I'm going to get out of here. Whew. Good Lord. Is that better? Everybody good? Y'all see the picture? Y'all see the ship? Y'all see the ship? if a bug can learn how to do anti-gravity and its purpose in life is to push doodoo in balls and put its baby eggs in the doodoo ball and hatch them, and your government can't give you an anti-gravity flying device, something really wrong with the world. And you still voting for these people. You still cheering these people. You still posting these people. And you think you need to fight climate change. You don't need to worry about no damn climate change. You need to focus on human change. Okay? I love you to death. Uh-oh. All right, I know I'm tapping. I'm not tapping. I'm swinging. I'm sorry, Patricia. I get excited. I honestly, I am calm this time. I am calm. I am calm this time. All right, I'm going to read comments. In honor of the dung beetle, today I see. Yes, Michael. Today I have seen the light. We need to get the band back together. You need to get the human race back in some common damn sense again. Common damn sense. Question your leaders. Right? Question them on everything. Not part things, not some of the things, everything. Life is a lie. You are in the matrix. All right. Whew. All right. Whoa. Okay. The tapping started. Now y'all still talking about tapping. Maybe he's tapping his foot. No, I'm not tapping my foot. That was the mic. Maybe it's the heartbeat from all his coffee. Yes, Stacy, my heartbeat is this is my second cup. It's a big cup. It's a different type of coffee. I usually drink my favorite coffee. Y'all want to give me some Christmas presents. I like Major Dickerson's. I love it. It's not organic, but I love it. It's delicious. This is a different by the same company, Deep Pete, whatever the name of the company is. You can get it at your local Giant. Just avoid the damn robot that's in the aisles. Did y'all see the robots there? You seen the robot? You know what? Marty, the robot in Giant down here, used to be 6 foot tall. You know that damn thing is like 7'5" now. Big old, massive, aggressive thing. The smiley face that was on the front of them, they ain't got a smiley face no more. But if you go to your local Giant, anyway, it's a different type of coffee, so it's kind of got my heart beating. But I'm slowing down. I'm slowing it down. Somebody tell me to put down the cup. I ain't gonna put down. Say, step back from the cup. I ain't gonna step back from the cup. All right, I got work to do today, and you got slavery. You got to be pumping on the coffee. All right. So we got all the facts. Those are the facts. Anti-gravity is real. You don't need to go to work today, but you better go to work today. That's you don't need to, but you better. You don't need to pay your taxes, but you better. It's all busy work. It's all busy work. All right. Does anyone else fly in their dreams? Yes, Daniel, because we've flown since the beginning of time. And that's why I think Asha comes from. Like, you know how they say when you go to sleep, you interface with the Akashic records, and you got that Indian word, and I know that's racist, but India ain't got a word. India is like thousands of different tribes. They all grouped up in one group and called them Indians. Boggles my mind. They got a word called Ashka. And Ashka's all the space in between, right? And if you tap into that 0 point Ashka, that ether, then you can actually fly, right? You got free energy. And I think we fly in our dreams. Like, have you ever flown in life, Daniel? You ever fly in life? Anybody got any flyers here? Like, not in the airplane. I mean, you just like walk out the house and just do the Superman thing. If you ain't never done that, why are you flying dreams? Like, anybody ever question that? I know the coffee's doing it to me this morning. It's the caffeine. But anybody question, like, why are you flying in your dreams, but you ain't never flown in life? You always got in an airplane, a helicopter, or something, or one of your cars or something. Maybe cellular memory. Maybe you are interfacing with that Akashic record. Maybe all the things of Bruce Lipton talks about, how we're interfacing. We're more of a transmission, and these bodies are receivers. When you go to sleep, you interface with it, but you fly in your dreams. But we ain't never done that. I got questions. I ain't got no answers. I ain't got no answers. Short of love. Love is an answer, but short of that, I ain't got no answers. I got a lot of questions. I just wonder, why do you fly in your dreams, but ain't nobody out here flying? Except for that man in Mexico. That man in Mexico. Y'all remember the flying guy in Mexico? They keep taking pictures of the anti-gravity dude. Let me look it up. I can't put the volume on because y'all say, but wait a minute, you said the tapping is not. It wasn't when I pressed the button, so I didn't know what the tapping is. Let me see. Flying man Mexico, because it was a flying beast in Mexico. Y'all called him the chupacabra, and one day they got it on film. Flying man, I think it was in Mexico. Wasn't it in Mexico? That's why I don't know why y'all working on a wall, because the dude, they can fly over. They got chupacabras, and they got the anti-gravity. Mexico government doesn't hide and lie as much as the American government do. And people, right, the humanoid, here go right here, the flying humanoid in Mexico. Y'all haven't seen this? Wait, where the thing? Right there. Nope, that's not it. Hang on. Right here. Nope, that's not, yeah, there you go. That's not good. It's the flying man. They record it. They got this stuff all over the world. You just don't know anything about it because you going to work. Keep you busy. Look at it. They got the flying man. They just filming people just flying all over the world. They're not flying in your country. Just flying. They've been doing this stuff for a long time. You don't know what that is. Why you dream about flying people? Because people can fly. All right? All right. Comments, let me get out of here. It's the Borg. I don't know if it's the Borg. I know who the Borg is, Susan. That's the Federal Reserve. That's central bankers. Flock of the seagulls is there, G-Man. Wait a minute. Flock of seagulls in there, G-Man. Flock of seagulls? I don't know what we're talking about, Georgia. Yeah, I'm way back in comments. All right, let me do some comments. This is much better than letting them tell us who the elections since the Civil War. Oh, yeah. Well, Matthew, right, because we don't elect people. We're dumb. We don't elect people. We go out and pull levers, and they decide who gets to be the president, and they tell the president what to do. And for some reason, Matthew, people can't figure that out. I have no idea why they can't figure it out. They always do the same damn thing, which is nothing for you, and always for the elites. It's because we don't actually pick them. Am I on Facebook? Yeah, Jasmine, they got upset. They finally said it's okay for black people to be anti-war. It was a legislation piece that they pushed out. They said it's fine if you got you black and you're bald and you're anti-war on Facebook. They said they passed it last night. They signed it and passed it. So now I'm back on here. But it's only for a minute. It's only for a minute because Jasmine, yeah, I ain't gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. Killing people's bad. I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm sorry if you don't want. If that's hate speech, then we got issues. But I'm gonna keep being social. I'm gonna tell you how I see it. Dropping buildings on babies are wrong. Okay, doesn't matter who does it. Doesn't matter if they're blue, they're white, they're black, they're American, they're Russian, they're Chinese. Doesn't matter what they are. If you are dropping buildings on babies, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. We got a purpose. We need a purpose-driven human race. I don't do selectivism, and if that gets me blocked again, damn it, hit the button right now. Because I ain't gonna stop. I'm here for the babies. I ain't here for Mark Zuckerberg. I love you to death, brother. But you gotta figure things out. You gotta figure out what you're trying to do in this world. Are you trying to be something decent? You trying to have a decent. Facebook could save the world. So could Google and YouTube and all the rest of this stuff. It could do amazing things for making people social. Interfacing with people all over this world for real problem solution. Not fighting cow farts and CO2 from and climate change from mega mansions, driving cars, working for the unsustainable corporations that buy their politicians, that make it criminal to live off grid, that's in sync with the planet. Okay? That's why I'm saying the education system's failing. I've heard bees can fly aerodynamically. Rebecca, bees don't make any damn sense. They don't make no sense. Rebecca, I was watching the bees. They were wasps, actually. They were no. They were yellow jackets. They were yellow jackets. I was just sitting there watching them, and they just doing their anti-gravity thing, flying in and out. I mean, they use their wings for something, some sort of propulsion. I'm not even sure it's the bees. It could be a extinct scarab beetle that could levitate. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to convince you that I do. I'm going to say how bees fly don't make no damn sense. Not to me. Not to me. And if you got a guy that's levitating on a platform going 1,000 miles an hour, right here, like there's other pieces of common damn sense. He said he can get this thing up to 1,000 miles an hour. Anybody that would stand on something in the size of a FedEx box and go 1,000 miles an hour, and with a little handle, he ain't got no seatbelt. He ain't got no seatbelt. He ain't got no foot clamps or nothing. He just flies around this, and people taking pictures and videos, and he was trying to show everybody. And of course, the Russian government did what American government done. American government did it with legislation, said you can't have any anti-gravity, and they wrote that Energy Act. You can't have any propulsion devices that are highly efficient. Russia just probably killed him, threw him in a hole, grabbed the board, and started making flying ships, and didn't tell their people either. They all agree on that. They agree with you going to work today. That's what Putin, Trump, Obama, Bernie, Ocasio, and who are the rest of all the rest of them? Putin, May, Merkel, and all of them. They might disagree on TV. They might disagree in debate. They might disagree when they know it affects the monkey. But damn it, they agree that you don't get to have no anti-gravity. Your butt got to go to work. They agree on that. They ain't gonna change on that because we stupid. All right. I think they're trying to. Oh goodness gracious! All right, I ain't gonna do comps. I'm gonna get it. Our government is all dirty. Government's always been dirty, Stacy. Government ain't never been clean. In fact, if government was back in the Egyptian days, the dung beetle would try to roll them up in a ball and put some babies in them. Okay, the government always been dirty. Government, lords and kings, and this is the first generation. And I'm so sad that I'm here at the first generation where the monkeys actually believe that the kings and the lords raping everybody, protecting Epstein, are there for us. The ones destroying the damn ecosystem and pouring all kind of Ritalin, Viagra, and poison and pesticides in the water are here for us. And they're going to help us. The people that make it illegal for you to live off grid, but people got to start living off grid to save the planet. I'm going to tell you, they're going to tax you to fix the climate. I just don't know. That's why I don't know if we're going to make a statement. I take that back. We are going to make it. We going to make it. We, in terms of frequency, energy, we gonna make it. Now the human, that's another whole discussion. All right, let me go now. Gerard, you always get excited. I never heard tapping in any of the other Facebook live streams. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on, Susan, but I was extra excited this morning. I was extra excited because of the Russian video that's just not true. It wasn't true. And the other YouTube video just was not true. They had a string and levitating some leaves in the beetle wing, but this is true. That is true. That is true, and it fits with it because you have a lot of opportunists. They come along, they like to lie, but the only real science is on YouTube. There ain't no real science happening in these corporations because they lie about it. Ain't no science happening in them laboratories. That's bull science. That's all that is. They blinded me with bull giants. Y'all know? Remember that song? They blinded me. That's how I go. All right. We need a real apocalypse, Stacy. The apocalypse is unavoidable. It is coming. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Stacy, we have an apocalypse on the planet, and we have had it for a very long time with the zombies. We do, Susan. We do. See, when I say that I'm not interested in climate change, that doesn't mean that I don't know that the weather's changing. Damn it, I got eyes and I garden. Hell yeah, the weather's changing. What is it changing to? That's what I disagree on. Why it's changing and what it's changing to. That's where our disagreements come in. But if you are truly passionate about it, then you'd be like the rest of these hippies right here and me, trying to move off grid. We want to churn our own hemp butter, right? We want to not pay taxes and not have jobs and live off grid, grow our own food. All the things that the people fighting climate change want made illegal through laws. Right? That's how I know you're passionate. You're not passionate. You posting on my wall, yelling and screaming at me and texting me and emailing me. We gotta start the conversation. You're not actually serious. If you're serious, you give up the BMW. But you ain't giving. If you're serious, you'd be selling that McMansion looking for a tiny house. You ain't looking for that, are you? No, that's right. Because climate change is only a problem if you don't have to change your lifestyle. That's how I know you're not serious. So no, I know the ecosystems are being destroyed. I know bad things are happening. I just know you ain't really trying to stop them. You're just trying to control the other people. And that's stupid. All right? That's what I'm saying. That's stupid. It's stupid to go to the people destroying the ecosystem and asking them to save the planet. They literally legislated you from not destroying the planet, not doing your part. And you want them to make somebody else do their part. That's how stupid we are. That's why I don't think the monkeys make it. All right. Wait, is this Facebook for real? Must have been 30 days. I don't know, Lori. Somebody told me they got banned for 3 months. I don't know. Is that the going rate for saying don't drop buildings on babies is 30 days? Is that the penalty? You know how they say, Lori, was no good deed goes unpunished. That's the punishment. So if you say you're not supposed to have war, you're not supposed to have violence, that you're supposed to just love everybody, you get banned. Or so that's being so that's hate speech. Who is anti-war hate speech to? Just ask yourself that. Just ask yourself that, and you can solve a lot of problems in the real world. If you know who and what you cannot chastise, you know who and what has enslaved your behind. Okay? Then I'm going to get out of here. Ooh, what's that? Ivana. The Egyptians, when mummified the dead, would replace the heat with a scarab amulet. Right! Right! Not that I remember that, but that makes some sense. The Egyptians, when mummifying the dead, would replace the heat with a scarab amulet. I'm not sure what the heat is, but yes! Absolutely. Why would they take a beetle that rolls up doodoo and put it on top of somebody, one of your loved ones that you're putting in the ground? Why would they do that? It's because it did something special. All right. Was on YouTube and heard G talking to Daniel. Flipped over here. Yeah, well, I was talking because Daniel's being Daniel. That's why. I dreamed I was being pulled into the night sky about 5 months ago. Wow. On one of my night hikes. Ooh. That's the only flying I've ever dreamt of. Ooh. It could happen. They could erase your memory. Maybe they pulled you out. You know what I think on that, Trish? I'm like thinking abduction. You said you were pulled into the night sky. I'm thinking abduction. I believe in alien abductions. I do 100%. I believe, number one, because I don't think hundreds of thousands of people would make that up. But I also believe that they're probably not abducting anybody. And since the 1940s, since your government had flying devices that had levitation that didn't make sound. I think the majority of people being pulled out their houses in the night, being pulled off these park trails and everywhere else, they're being pulled out by their own governments. The Russians are pulling the Russians out, and Democrats and Republicans, GOP and DNC, they got these deep, dark, secret agencies that need to test on people, and y'all won't commit. And so they got to pull you out the house and test on you, and then they put you back. Because I mean, think about that. Why would the aliens abduct you and bring you back? Why would they do that? Why would they, if we to the aliens are like ants from another planet, when you abduct ants on your sandwich, do you go put them back? When you, I don't know, they climb on your sandwich or your leg or something, you go somewhere like, oh, damn it, it's an ant. Do you turn the car back around? Take the ant back and put it on the anthill at home? No, you don't. You flip that thing. That's why I think abductions are real, because we abduct monkeys all the time. Real monkeys, not the fake 98% lying monkeys that lie to each other, but the real monkeys. We abduct bugs all the time. We abduct fish. We abduct a whole bunch of stuff, and we don't never put them back where they came from. When we're done with them, when we do our experiments in laboratories or whatever we do for pharmaceutical medications, what do? We throw them out the window. That's what we do. We burn them up and eviscerate them and just let them recycle. I don't believe aliens put you back. I'm sorry. I know you're not gonna like it. I think that's your government. I think when they put you back, it's because there's a benefit to you being back in your house, because you got to work tomorrow. That's what the benefit is. The benefit is they need your taxes. The benefit is they need you to say something crazy, right, to make you sound like you're crazy. They fly back to your house. Who was the guy from Fire in the Sky? What was the guy's name? They didn't took him back, and they ain't put his clothes back. They took him back, but they left him naked. They was like, you know what, we heard did. Like, imagine this. Why in the hell would aliens abduct? What is his name from Fire in the Sky? Y'all know who I'm talking about. It was a great, because the whole town knew he was abducted. They then took him away, and they brought him back, and he was naked. And they just left him in the field. That was the U.S. government. That's who that was. I'm sorry. I don't I don't believe that aliens would like bring him back. I don't believe that. What was his name? Somebody knows his name. Fire in the Sky, the movie. What was his name? Y'all suck. Or is it like a delay? It's a delay because they're watching the post, deleting things. That dude, I forgot his name. Not Starman. He was a real person. He was abducted by the U.S. government, and they did some experiment probes and tested him, and they took him back, and they dropped him. Because the benefit is if you bring him back and you tell the story, one, it makes it sound crazy. Why? Because if it sounds crazy to you, you're like, yeah, this dude is nuts, man. He said aliens took him and they stuck probes in his butt and they did this and that, and then somebody came back and said aliens had my baby. Some people came back pregnant. Why would aliens want more 98% monkeys in their universe, in their in the star system? Nah, they wouldn't do that. No, they'd keep the baby. If they were trying to experiment on the baby, they'd keep the baby. Why would they do that? Because when the U.S. Navy finally lets you know that there are flying ships, where is that? The Navy UFO? That's why, because they want to make it seem crazy. There's a benefit to bringing you back. That's how you know that's your government. That's how you know. That's how I'm telling you. I like common sense. I don't like nonsense. I like common sense. There's a benefit to bringing you back. So one, they want you to think it's crazy when anybody sees you flying around. Right there, like this. When you start seeing aliens, and all the pilots are talking about, the pilots see them, and you got let me use some words. You got the pilots seeing them, and you got the FBI and CIA people on the dark projects, and before they die. Yeah, the aliens are real. We got the ships, and they die. People from the classified projects, Stephen Greer, everybody's telling you this, but that's why they do it, because they want you to be crazy, because they could put clothes back on his. Did y'all get his name yet? Man, y'all stinking. Oh, Travis. Yes, thank you, Itchy. Thank you. Travis Walton. Absolutely. Travis Walton. Why would they bring him back? Because you think he's crazy. If they put his clothes back on him and dropped him off and he was okay, then he'd be fine. He's like, listen, I see some UFOs. It's crazy. This happened. This, boo, boo, boo. You know what? Listen, we need to work together, figure it out. No, they brought him back. They probably gave him some MK Ultra drugs and stuff. And he's naked, dropped him off. And I know somebody thinks it's aliens. I just don't think it's aliens, Trish. I don't. I'm not saying that aliens don't abduct people. They do. But I watch people being abducted on my streets right now. The Democrats and Republicans, they abduct children on the streets right now for the prison industrial complex. They're abducting people like you would not believe. They abduct people so much that they kill more white kids than black kids abducting them. Because they don't like to go. Kids don't like to go. I know you don't like it. I know Black Lives Matter. Yes, they do. So do white lives and blue lives, green lives, all the other lives, even alien lives matter. But they abduct people, so many people off the street for money. I just see money. I see economics in everything. Everything. Yes, aliens abduct people. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But what was that couple? Well, hang on, before we go there, they abduct people because they always have. The ancients said that from the beginning of time on every single continent, and I don't think they make things up. Just the same way they said they had flying ships. I don't think creatures from different continents that people who didn't interface to different cultures, I think if they all saw it, it's very plausible that it really did happen. So yes, the aliens abduct people. I just think the majority of people right now are being abducted by the pharmaceutical industry through your government. And Travis Walton was brought back naked, stuck probes in his butt. Because after they did whatever they needed to do to experiment on him, whatever cancer or leukemia, whatever thing they was playing with, because they couldn't get people to sign up on the classified for $500 to test on you. Whatever they did to him, when they were done, they said, okay, now we got to make him crazy. Rip his clothes off, stick some probes in his butt, put something in his eyes, and give him some MK Ultra drugs, and drop his butt back off by the town. So he's shaking and crazy, naked, going up to the phone booth like things going wild and nuts. That's the government. That's to me, that's all government. There's no profit in aliens doing that. The aliens will not put you back where they got you. They don't care. We are insects to them. Right? That's how my mind works. I can't wait to watch the playback, G-Man. No doubt Facebook is making the knock-in. Okay, well, hope it's not on the playbook. Then maybe go on YouTube. Maybe it's not as bad. I got to get out of here, though. I got to go. Slavery, y'all. I got to get my bag of cotton. I got to go. Put on the music, grab the last couple of comments, and then I'm gone. Whew, that was a rough one. That's why I think the alien topic's important. That's why it's so important, because we are in an ecosystem. It's so important because we are living lives. We're literally living a lie. We literally every day go do things for lives. They want slaves and they got slaves because we're easy to scare. We're really foolish. We turn against each other. And we believe that the ancient Egyptians would worship insect that push dookie balls. I don't know why that's so funny to me. It's funny to me. I don't even know why. G tapping right. Outtakes here. Okay. 34 people look like military type plane. Y'all know that ain't right. Whatever the hell happened. 34 people looked like military type. George, I'm not sure where we're going. Oh, but what I wanted to say is the couple. The interracial couple back in the 1960s, that couple in the flying ship came by and they got all that radiation on the face in the car and it melted a bunch of stuff. That is not aliens, okay? That's not aliens. That's stupidians. That's Democrats and Republicans and Russians and Putinins and Trumpins and Obamans. It's CIA, and that's who that is. That's Space Force. Right? Because aliens don't make craft that spit radiation out the bottom of it. And then that's government. That's dummies. That's fool. That's people hacking something, trying to figure something out. You know who I'm talking about, the old couple. One of the first reported sightings of the UFOs back in 1950s or something like that. The old black dude and the white woman. Nobody followed the story because it's like, jungle fever. They got radiation all on their face, and the couple died because they had so much radiation. There was a grandmama that happened to too. All right, that's not alien. They don't. If an alien has a ship that's shooting radiation out the bottom, you think they gonna make it to our solar system? That's stupidians. That's us. That's what you have to delineate between what is alien and probably what's most likely your government. That's why I don't trust your government. They lie about everything. You're not a fan of vaccines, government, war, yep. Not down with Facebook. No, I'm not a fan of control, Georgia. I'm not a fan of people being controlled. I'm not a fan of lies. I'm not a fan of people who bomb children. I'm not a fan of people who ban off-grid living and complain about CO2. And I'm not a fan of people that say they're fighting corporations, but they take big money from all the corporate. I'm not a fan of a lot of things. But nothing in specifically. I'm not a fan of, I don't have a right to violate you. I can't stick a needle in you or anything else. That you need to consent to that. I'm not a fan of any of that stuff. I'm a fan of freedom. I'm a fan of sovereignty. I'm a fan of being a human race. Well, we're just here to love each other. We're just here to love each other, discover some sentient consciousness, try to figure out why we're here. do beautiful things, create pleasant children, create pleasant environment. That's why I'm here. I just don't believe in force. I don't believe in forcing people. I don't believe in the narcissistic, sociopathic principles behind politics. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in you tell each other what to do and force them to do something because you can get more people on your side. I think that's sociopathic and narcissistic. I don't believe in those things. I believe in leave each other alone. That's what I believe in. Try to be the most decent person you can be. That's what I believe in. Don't try to be the most ignorant bastard in the room with the biggest mouth because you got more people on your side. Do you work at a hospital or question mark? Mags, are you talking to me? I don't work in no hospital. I don't know. No. I don't even go in them things. When I go in the hospital, I hold my breath. I don't, nope, not me. No, I believe in free to doctors. I don't believe in the AMA. I think doctors are professionals and they should profess and go out and heal and look at the bugs and sit in the nature and figure out what they want to do. I don't believe in control. So yeah, I don't work in a hospital. Too many sick people. Too many sick people in. Plus, to work in a hospital now, they force the nurses and the doctors to get the vaccines and flu shots and all the corporate experiments. That's not science. That's bull giants. Nope, you ain't infecting me with it. Because there ain't nobody, they wouldn't let me work on them, Megs, if I was there, because I have that mask on. That's what they do to my friends who work in hospitals. In order if you don't get your flu shot and you don't get all the experiment, I don't want to call them that no more. I'm just calling them, you don't get the experiments from big corporations that are like poisoning the environment and killing people. If you don't wear them, if you don't get it, you got to wear the mask. Nobody would let me work on it because I have a mask everywhere I get. They think I probably had the bubonic plague or something. Every day he got that mask on. I don't think I want him to do my radiation device, my chemotherapy. I don't think I want him to bring the bandages and that. No, because he got that mask on. Something wrong with him. Yeah, something wrong with me because I know who's behind the medical industry. I used to work for this bastard. That's what I, all right? No, these people, I don't trust big corporations. I don't trust anything whose basis is power or money, right? The basis of government is power. They'll do anything to get more power. And they are great at lying to people. And corporations, their whole basis is making money. I don't trust things that believe in just money or just power. If you put the two things together, you get an oligarchy. All they believe is power and money. And when people don't have money and people don't have any power, you have an apocalypse on your hands. If you got government and corporations in bed together, they will take all the power and all the money, and we'll end up in some sort of an apocalypse. This is where we are. This is the status of America. Let me get rid of the dookie thing. It's kind of crazy how that goes and how that happens. They got some boo-boo on my shoe, and the next thing you know, we on anti-gravity. That's just how it works. That's how my days go. This is why I laugh all the time. Let me get rid of the boo-boo guy. I laugh all the time because it's hilarious. I was taking the dog for a walk, trying to walk backwards because I got this muscle in my knee I'm trying to work on. I was doing my football walks, walk to the side, to the back, got a little boo-boo on my shoe. Next thing you know, Viktor Grebennikov. Look him up. I'll post a link. Anyway, this is Gerard. I got to get going. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. June bugs, scarabs, because a June bug is a scarab. And it's a type of a scarab. They say that you don't have to go to work today. So you need to call in June bug, call in scarab, but we need to stop with this forced labor nonsense. Anyway, how you going? Have a great day. This is Gerard. Lay that down. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Stop sending me that climate change stuff. Stop it. Stop it. If you live off grid, don't send me nothing about no climate change. Bye-bye.